Namaskar. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Reek Ash and I am a student of Just Race Institute. Today, I want to say something which is very important for our nation, which is very essential for our society, which is very much needed to the youth of our society. And it's nothing but history. It's all about the importance of our golden history. In our country, we often say that we have to stand up, we have to grow up. But how? How can we stand up? How can we grow up? We need a solid background. We need a solid soil to stand. And history is that solid soil where we are standing. History is the flow of human civilization. So when history is the flow of human civilization, it will help me, it will help you to go ahead. But we people are feeling hesitate to accept that we are Indian. Yes, I feel very bad when I see the people who feel very bad, who hate to accept that they are Indian. Why this is happening? The reason is we don't know about our history. If I talk about the power, you will take the name of Robin Hood. History taught us that Alexander the Great, he was a mass murderer. In his entire life, he killed so many people. And he became great. But in case of Bhagat Singh, we call him terrorist. Bhagat Singh was the freedom fighter, but we Indians are calling him terrorist. I have the simple question, why this is happening? Why we don't want to know about our country? If I talk about your dream destination, you will take the name of Paris, Switzerland. Why not Kashmir and Ladakh? Actually, it's your negligence. You are neglecting your country. Even you don't know about your Indian culture. You are telling that America is great in architecture, Germany is great in architecture, France is better in engineering. But how many places have you visited in India? How many temples have you visited in India? Even you don't know the famous architecture in the world, the greatest architecture in the world. It is given by India, it is situated in Cambodia. Tell me one thing, how many of you know about Chhatrapati Shivaji? Very less. If I talk about the Indian civilization, Hindu civilization, history taught us in that civilization there was only three things: drainage system, toilet and storehouse. Do you think that in such a great civilization there was only those three things? Our history has been erased. Our history has been totally changed. Totally. Unfortunately, the history which has been spoken in our country, which has been spoken in our education system, that's totally less. That's very less. We don't know about our root. I have a question in my mind that from where we came, where is our root? We don't know. But we are busy with the following the Western culture. We are busy to follow the Western countries. Why this is happening? In India there is so many things. There were so many legends. But we made legends a TikToker. TikToker is a legend. But Netaji is not a legend. Bhagat Singh is a terrorist. He is not a legend. Actually, we don't know the meaning of the legend. That's why till now we are suffering. From our childhood, history taught us that you have been looted, you have been raped, you have been tortured, and you were the servant of hellish Mughal and the worm of hell British. You were the servant of British, you were the servant of Mughal. But history never taught us that Chhatrapati Shivaji fight for our freedom. Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose fight for our freedom. History never taught us. Some outsiders are manipulating our history. They removed our history because they want that we will not live in that society with the pride. We will not feel the pride. For an example, if my father is a thief, my father is a murderer, my father is a serial killer, is it possible to feel the proud? Is it possible to live in a society with the pride? No, never. In like that way, history taught us that your forefathers didn't do anything. You were good for nothing. We are talking about education system. That Russia was the great, America was the great in education system. But how many of you know about Nalanda University? It was the great university in ancient India. But you don't know about Nalanda University. Because the reason is your negligence. Your negligence about your country, your negligence about your nation, your negligence about your mother. So this is the time we have to know the history, we have to find our root. If you forgot about your root, you will distract from your goals. You will not get the taste of your life. You will always think that I am good for nothing, my forefather was good for nothing. They don't have any quality. That's why I don't have any quality. So we need to find our history. We need to find the truth, the real history. History will give you the fuel which will help you to feel fire, which will help you to go ahead. In history there is only Akbar, there is Mughal kingdom, there is British, there is Mahatma Gandhi. There is my question that in history why there is not Netaji? Why there is not present Bhagat Singh? Why? They were also freedom fighter, but history taught us that they are nothing. They were nothing. So try to find your root. Try to find your history. Try to understand your history. In our society, people think that history is a scoring subject. History is a bogus subject. I have a suggestion for them. That history is not a scoring subject. History is not a bogus subject. History is your own story. History is your past. History is your solid background. And this background will help you to live the life with the pride, to lead the life with the positivity. That's all. Thank you very much.